to Fredrin. You're right. Fredrin don't do not like that, but yeah, as best as possible. Ooh, a little bit of a throwback for Falcons MENA to 5 to 7 months ago in our meta. ZINO Zenith showing what it means to play MLBB now in this current stage. So it's a battle of styles and a battle of 2 goals. On the right side for ZINO Zenith, just secure the 2-0. For Falcons MENA, make sure that you do not get eliminated here. It's a best of 2. It's match.
Thank you. We're going to be jumping into the possible last game. This is match point essentially for Falcons MENA here. They gotta step it up if they want to get out of groups here. ZINO Lilies once again bring something spicy to the table. This is 4 games in a row. I think we've seen a new pick pop up for MWI here. Selena in the mid lane. It's been a long time since I've seen Selena in the land of Dawn, and I'm excited to see how ZINO Lilies is going to make it work for them.
Yeah, same, because usually Selena, when you pick it up, the best combination in the roam position should be a Grok, right? Someone that can actually clear the lane really fast. If it's not the Grok, usually it's the Cho. So the fact that they went for the Minotaur, I get it. It's also still okay clear. You got the concussive blast sock. Gonna go in for some damage. Good chain 2 to immobilize Feven. Forcing her back. Abyssal Trap also connecting, dealing a bit of damage to Electa there. Great lethal Wanderer take. But what do you think about this, Trex? Now that Team Falcons MENA, they're fighting for... This is tournament point, like Renmar said earlier. Electa back on the Fredrin. This is the old style of MLBB. Velvet gonna be caught in the enhanced chain. Well, not the enhanced chain, just the chain. Doesn't seem like she will use the enhanced version of the skill. Not just yet. She will just back away. She does damage to Velvet.
Not only the Fredrin, right? Not only like on the Fredrin, which we also have the Matilda paired up with it. This is definitely something we saw, you know, back in M5, you know, and it could be comfort for them. It could be something that works, and in a time like this, it is something you can fall back on when all the other teams are getting crazy with their compositions. This could be the answer here. They did secure some late game possibilities as well, right? They have some decent early game aggression with Velvet in the XP lane when it comes to some of these first turtles having the Terizla. They have good movement as long as they use the Matilda correctly to rotate around the map. And since ZINO Lilies is weak on their mid lane clear, this could give Falcons MENA a little bit of space to buy time, right? So if they can buy that time, make sure Names gets online, make sure ZUI gets online, there's a lot of possibilities for them.
Black Dragon Farm used up very early, a bit too early it seems. You know, that's a big resource for the first neutral objective. Velvet's going to have a massive advantage now coming into the next turtle. And again, like you mentioned, Team Falcons already have an advantage when it comes to the mid clear. So they're not using it actually. It's Sa who's clear out the mid lane. They're actually going to lose out a whole way penalty zone with Astral Echo into the back line, getting a few hammer swings down. Shiromi walking forward, Minis Fury knocking one up there. That's going to be the combo coming down as the Guiding Wind, or the Circling Eagle rather, comes down as well. But Electa is still able to secure the neutral objective. Sa dives in deep right there as the chain connects. So Electa almost getting the Appraiser's Wrath down, but gets taken out before she can get it down. Ramichi lethal on the Julian.
If there's anything I've noticed about these two teams, ZINO Lilies almost always comes out on top in terms of kills, but Electa is so good at always securing that neutral objective. Taking a look at this replay, Electa able to get it, able to almost turn things around here, unable to make it to Shiromi and get that final hit. If Electa could have just got that, it could have at least evened the playing field, maybe even put them in the advantage in that big trade since they secured Turtle as well. But they fall back, and we can see the reactions from MENA. Electa, man, rubbing her eyes there, just frustrated with how things are going. And I feel it. It's got to be tough when you're in this kind of situation. You're on your last life right here. There's no comebacks. There's no immortalities for tournament point here. They got to figure something out. And like I said, they're able to get these objectives. They just need to translate that into something else or be a bit more careful in how they approach it.
This is the problem, though, I would say. If we're talking about ZINO Lilies, the fact that they've been able to find a lot of wins. Good Petrified Fury Scythe into Ramichi with the chain and the enhanced scythe. Even with the body of Smith, the passive doesn't do anything. Not to the burst of Julian. Yikes.
Yeah, Ramichi's just going to be a monster once again. It's 2-0-1 already for Julian this early in the game. Yui's now rotating up top. gets the vision on him, but it's not going to save the tower at all. And Zen, now that they found a moment, you can already see them now rotating around. Taro's hitting the cross lane farm, trying to redo what we saw from Rihanna in earlier series. Maybe get that third item in at around 9 minutes.
Maybe she can do that there. I mean, to be fair, Names already forced back. Taro's doing a whole lot of damage. And by the way, all right, let me ask you a question here, Trex. Natan versus Claude, who wins in that matchup?
I think there's nice wave clear from Names. There's nice poke from Names. The good thing about Claude, though, is... Ooh!
Good take there. Now Minus Fury knocking 2 members up. Shiromi unable to find Velvet just there. She is able to flick her out to safety, but not too long. Ramichi able to find the kill spree. And Appraiser's Wrath deals some damage. Also the Astral Sphere connecting to the back line, but Kao is able to just walk away. Sa executes Electa in the front. Oh man, again, ZINO Lilies. This time they don't just win in the fight, they win in the neutral objective. Ramichi with a flank, trying to go for the enhanced chain, unable to connect it. Good guiding win from Fevin to get out, but Sa, look at her, just scratching the turret down. Now with Ramichi too. That is tier 1 mid lane taking down Names in the bottom lane, trying to go for a trade, but Taro walks up, deals that damage, chasing her down. Still, Names will use the entropy.
Yeah, Names definitely is going to have the ability to deal with Taro, right? And even has decent wave clear, as we were just talking about. The good thing about a Claude, though, is just about anybody, as long as you're mechanically gifted on the Claude, you can at least stalemate. And if your team is helping you out even more, you can get to the other side of the map. And that's the thing. It's not exactly just about the gold lane versus gold lane. It's about ZINO Lilies constantly putting pressure on these off lanes, right? And making sure that KO does good. Wait a second, a little bit of damage on a Ramichi.
Names as well there with the guiding win. Ramichi going to be taken down, unable to find anything. But the trap, no arrow connects Names. One last chomp of the trap will take her down. Sa picks up a double. Was that Fevin that flew over as well? And she got taken out. Now Velvet in the bush, trying to stop ZINO Lilies from going for the purple buff. And this is why we get to see the Selena. Sa's been brutal with it, connecting every single arrow. And that's another. Straight into the damage. Velvet gonna be chunked low. That's a frontliner. And she got taken that low from the damage of Sa.
ZINO Lilies right now 3 steps ahead at all times. Ooh. Team Falcons Mena might be able to take a Knight or take a Rook, but ZINO Lilies takes 3 more pieces in return and consistently takes the lead. And now, another gank.
There you go. She finally gets punished for it. Tries to run away. The shutdown, though. The bounty is on Fevin. Out of all the members that could have taken it, Electa was there, Names was there. It would have been great if it was Names, but they lose out the purple buff. And I'll have to say, that ends up being not worth it, even with the shutdown.
Hey man, Roams need gold too. Roams need love too. Definitely might not be the best decision, but you know, Fevin got a little greedy, man. Wanted the kill, and I think at this point, Falcons Mena just want the kill, right? They need to try to even the playing field. Taro in trouble.
Able to get out just to safety. Shiromi, great disengage. Now Ramichi, that chain to knock Names up. Oh, the spear not connecting Electa. Moving forward. Ramichi, she could go for the 1v3, but she might not even need to because a dragon is coming her way as well to try to help her out. Yui, you can go out of the map, but so can Cal. Immobilization with the chain. Electra trying to run away. Penalty zone from Velvet. Catching 3. That's a furious dive. Not with the Petrify just yet as Ramichi is going to be comboing enhanced sword. Brings her back all the way to the back, and that is a double with the help of Sa's Abyssal Arrow. That is ever so accurate. My goodness, the synergy.
The synergy is definitely beautiful from ZINO Lilies. I mean, just all over. And while that's happening, you got Taro on other sides of the map putting pressure on the mid and the top. So even when 4 of them are making something happen, it's problems elsewhere. Golden Staff just locked in for Taro here. Team Falcons Mena getting more and more pushed into the corner. The Abyssal Arrows are constantly firing off, so it's using as a zoning mechanism for Team Falcons Mena. On to the items. 3 items in 8.5 minutes, Mirko. Is that the new record?
I think it is. And I think for Shiromi, she is going to be taken down. No, she flickers out, and Ramichi is there to body block the spear. Wow. Even in disengages, ZINO Lilies are so clean with it. And like you mentioned, that's a new record. You were already hyping it up. You know, Taro's taking waves, Sa's taking Names though, but not Names as in the player, Names as in Velvet the name, who's going to be stunned up again. 2 Abyssal Arrows connecting there, but she is able to escape. I guess that's the value you get with the Terizla. Even though she's 0-4-0, she's still super tanky, still super hard to actually go and assassinate. But man, Oh, she hits an abyssal arrow again, by the way.
Just
names.
consistently doing it. Taking a look at some of the items, Lord just gets taken. It's now almost a 10K gold lead. We're at 9,000 gold pretty much for the side of ZINO Lilies up right now. And I just want to put it into perspective as well. Some of their positioning has been phenomenal in this game. Even earlier when that gank was happening up top, when that attack onto Velvet was happening, we have Kyle just hanging out in the bush by Lord, ready to set up the position on the Lord pit. Even though they had this huge lead, we still play by the basics. We still know exactly where we need to be at the right time, and we don't go too far from that. So ZINO Lilies is just showing prowess in many different aspects of this game right now. They're going to be trying to possibly end this here, take an inhibitor to do something big against Team Falcons MENA.
Let's see if they can. They technically still have the Natan, right? With the Black Dragon form. It's going to be used up to try to zone them in the back line. Electro walking forward, getting the taunt down, but gets caught by the Abyssal Arrow. Penalty zone onto 2. Tara going to be caught right now. Unable to go out. Pops in a battle mirror image behind us. She does damage. Saw again just diving deep with Cal. And they were able to find Natan with namesake. And now who's there to clear out the wave? It has Sora BT with a mega kill and a dive again from Sa. She picks up a double and another Abyssal Arrow straight into the chain. And Sa is an absolute monster on the Selena.
That's a 5-man wipe up, followed up by the 2-0 win for ZINO Lilies.
Call her Salina. Bringing it back here in MWI. What do you think about that mid lane Selena pick?
It's all about the mindset.
Mindset?
Because they say they play with confidence. And if you have confidence, you can pick up anything. A Selena, an Alice. Dude, the world is your oyster. I'm allergic to seafood, but even I would take that.
Yeah, when it's up there in front of you, just go ahead and take it. And that's exactly what ZINO Lilies did, not just for this game number 2, but for game number 1. I love that you mentioned it takes an amount of confidence, an extra amount of confidence to make a Selena work. Because Selena is just happy if her Abyssal Arrows hit. It causes damage, and it's a pretty long crowd control. And considering that this is an older style of the meta that was played by Falcons MENA, which are usually around together, high chance the Selena's gonna hit someone.
No, the crazy thing is, this Selena isn't countering anything.
yeah.
Right? It was first pick.
Yeah.
You saw the Terizla. What makes you think like, oh, Terizla, you know what? Selena, right? Like, that shows confidence. Again, because we gotta talk about what they said during the interview, right?
Yeah.
We don't care who we're going up against. We don't care how strong they are. We believe in ourselves. We don't like horror